wow. This is a wow. Because it's hard to believe 40 years ago. What's happening now came back, the reboot. Now, usually when they do a reboot, they bring a whole different cast and they try to like water down the version. But this was actually just Raj, D, Dwayne, and Rerun as a grown. And it worked pretty good. They got 3 more years out of it because the initial one was three. So it was one of those shows that I liked back in the day. And then they brought the reboot. Excuse me. This time Raj was married to Anna Marie Johnson's character. And there was some interesting people that came through the set. Hawthorne James, as you know, is Big Red from the High Five Heartbeats. Teddy Wilson, known as Sweet Daddy Williams, did a little bit. And there was a couple other people. But one of the main people to come to the What's Happening Now set, who was going to go off to be one of the most important comedians of the next decade in his own right as a big-time actor, TV, film, etc., was Martin Lawrence. This is where he got his chops. As a matter of fact, Shirley Hemsfield, the late Shirley Sherrill, rest in peace to Shirley Sherrill, hooked him up. He talked about it. Got his big break. And What's Happening was a pretty cool, low key when they were kids, and then when they became grown. Rest in peace to Mabel King. She was the mother. Still remember Go Get That Belt. And when she used to hug Rod and say, I can't breathe. The episodes back in the day, of course, the bootleg scene with the Doobie Brothers, which was classic. And then you fast forward to when they were grown. And then doing the Raj dance, that was funny. Raj was pretty cool. Ernest Thomas, let me tell you something about Ernest Thomas. If I told you he was 70 plus years old, you wouldn't believe him. The cat ain't almost any age. Neither is Haywood Nelson, played Dwayne. Rest in peace to Fred Berry Rerun. His ex-wife talks online. She does some pretty good columns about some of the industry stuff. So, Mrs. Berry, if you get a chance, check her out. She does some really cool stuff. Danielle is still around. She's on Facebook. Real cool. Real cool. Haywood Nelson is too. Real cool. Ernest Thomas still cool. But it was something to have the show as a reboot. Because again, fast forward 10 years later, and it grown, but it was interesting because it's the only show I can recall that has done it without making it corny. Because most of these shows, when they come back reboot, they corny or they water it down or they do something. So they had a chance to be grown, and it got, like I said, it got another 3 years out of it, and that was pretty good. Watched it and enjoyed it. I like the original.